Hey YouTube, it's echobear and I'm finally back. I'm so excited. So yeah, finals over. I'm finally back. I'm in my summer home. Summer home, that makes me sound rich. I'm back at my parents' house. Because I'm poor and I don't own a house. But anyway, I'm back and today I want to review an app for you guys. It's called Rust Bucket. Now before I get into talking about it and telling about it and why I like it, let's get through the serious stuff. So Rust Bucket is made by Nitrome. If that sounds familiar, it's because I've reviewed a lot of games from them before and usually I really love their games. The first version was released on December 7th, 2015. And as it's described, the genre is a turn-based, endless roguelike. So pretty much it's a turn-based puzzle type game where things are either randomly generated or generated in a specific way, and then you have to figure out your way to get through them. So that's kind of vague. So let's get into kind of the fun stuff and why I like it. So the first thing about this game is every single time you move, it's like a turn-based kind of thing. It's almost like a very intricate game of chess. You have your little knight, which is the Rust Bucket, and you swipe up, down, left, right to move him in any of those directions. Or her, I guess it's not gendered, but I'm gonna call it a him because there's not the Telltale video game eyelashes or a bow on it, so for now it's a guy. Anyway, you swipe in those directions and it moves, but the enemies all around you also get their turn to move as well. And as you progress through the game, you get enemies that move in different patterns, can move multiple times, only move in one direction, move a certain type, and it creates a really creative game. Now, I've seen people talk about this before, like learning through game design and showing you rather than telling you, and this one does a really good job of that. Pretty much the only instructions it gives you is like move this way, or this way, and then as you're doing that you can see the enemies which won't attack you until you get in a certain range of them. Like they're moving around, and you can see kind of the pattern they move in on their own when you're not there. As soon as they detect you, you aggro them and they'll start coming after you. So that kind of like leans to the fact that you're gonna see what they're already gonna do before they get to you and you have a chance to plan for it. So it's really fair in how it teaches you, but after that it gets really hard because you have to like plan out your moves, make sure you move in the right direction, make sure when you move it doesn't move you into a place where you'll technically get a checkmate and then get a game over. And there's a bunch of other little bits and pieces here and there. There's levels where you save people, there's levels where you need keys, levels where you need to push down buttons. It's very complicated, but it's so well executed. It's very like well done. Aesthetically wise, it's Nitrome. I always love what Nitrome does. They're fantastic with the old like SNES looking graphics. The pixel art on it is always super incredible, super detailed. Just go watch my other Nitrome videos. If you don't believe me, I will gush forever about how beautiful Nitrome's graphics are. So those are always a plus. And as far as music wise goes, it's really kind of a cool soundtrack. It falls in with the SNES era kind of digitally produced music, but it has kind of like a Lord of the Rings adventure-y type feel to it. It just makes you, like when you're listening to it, it has like this overarching feel of like a little bit of tension, but like it makes you feel like you're a badass and you can go take down anything and everything you want to. So that's also a really awesome plus. Within this game there are also two different types of modes. There's the regular level pack type mode, which are predetermined like level packs. You go through them, they're the same every time, they have the same solutions and you can get through them pretty easily until you get to the later levels, and then it gets real hard. Right now there's 4 separate level packs. There's the beginner, there's the castle, and then 2 more that just came out and I haven't gotten to those yet. The other mode is endless mode, and it pretty much just throws you into a randomly generated roguelike type thing again, except it actually is randomly generated. The enemies are different every time, the rooms are set up different every time, and you have to go through gold doors, like specifically gold doors, to increase your score, and every time you go through that it gives you harder enemies, more obstacles, like more fire, more bombs, more like people in the room, another clone of you to come help you. It just gets wildly complicated really quickly. All at the same time, it still feels fun, which is an awesome bonus because a lot of hard games, somewhere along the line, they lose the fun aspect of it. And it's just hard for the sake of being hard, which really, in the end, isn't that fun. So the fact that this is a very hard game and it's very challenging, and I've had to kind of cheat and look at walkthroughs to get through it, but I can still find it fun and find it really enjoyable to play it, is really impressive to me, and I honestly commend it for that. It's very impressive to be able to pull that off. So for everything this app has to offer, just in general, art style, gameplay, game mechanics, all of that, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It's really close to perfect. There's not a lot I can see wrong with it, but the only thing is there's very little help to get through levels if you do get stuck, and I get that that's a part of the hardness aspect, but allowing for like hints here and there, allowing to watch a video to get a hint, or watch something along that line would be a little helpful. So that's really the only issue I can see with this game. Otherwise, it's fantastic. But you guys have heard my opinion. Go out, download it, try it for yourselves. I will leave the link in the description to download it for iPhone and Android if Android is available. And yeah, you guys can check it out and make your own opinions. And for this recording session, I'm gonna apologize beforehand because if you guys look in the background, which I hope you really don't, I'm still unpacking from moving home, but I really wanted to get these videos up. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and comment down below, hit subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!